hope you guys are ready for this. In fact, I know you're not. But what we're going to talk about is the sophisticated, I'm the moderator. That's Guy Swann. We're going to talk about the sophisticated art of memetics. And I want you think they're jokes. But they control your mind. So I hope you're prepared. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and get started. We're just going to go ahead and get started. All right, guys, we have Sean Harris, RD, MTC. Class is in session.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Welcome to your special meme training detachment. I'm Admiral Harris, top meme commander. You all here are top meme graduates, the elite, the best of the best. That was yesterday. The enemy's new FUD has leveled the playing field. Details are few, but you can be sure we no longer possess the memetic advantage. Success, now more than ever, comes down to the memer behind the phone. Half of you will make the cut. One of you will be named mission leader. The other half will remain in reserve. Your instructor is a meme factory graduate with real-world experience in every mission aspect you will be expected to master. His exploits are legendary. He is considered one of the finest memers this program has ever produced, having been in more have fun staying poor trains and laughing Liata chains than any other reply guy. What he has to teach you may very well mean the difference between freedom and slavery. I give you Captain MTC, call sign, Micro Chad.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The Bitcoin Standard contains everything they want you to know about Bitcoin. I assume you know the book inside out?
Damn right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, that was the one with the forward by Nicholas Nassim Taleb.
You got the hardcover.
So does your enemy. But what the enemy doesn't know is your limits. I intend to find them. We intend to find them. Test them. Fondle them a little bit, maybe. Push beyond. Today, we start with what you only think you know. You're going to show me what you're made of. Not your keys. I couldn't hear you. Not your keys.
Not your coins.
That's better. Don't trust.
Verify.
Stay humble.
Stack sats.
Have fun.
Staying poor.
Fix the money.
Fix the world.
Number go.
Up.
58K forever. Over to you, Commander Swann, the guy that's read more about Bitcoin
than anybody else you know.
There you go.
He got it. There
Let's
you
roll.
Go. What is up? Thank you. We have got 3 retards right up here. And
yes, sir.
We are talking about memes. This is our meme class. And one of the interesting, I find it funny that everybody in here knew the end of every one of those sentences. And there is something as retarded goes, there is something very, very powerful in something that infiltrates everybody's mind with a little nugget of truth. And we want to talk about that power. So right now, I'm just going to hand it over to, I want everybody to introduce yourselves. Why are you up here? What are we doing here? Sean Harris.
If not us, then who?
If not us, then who? That's
Not now, then when? Next week, nobody's going to be here, right?
Yeah, that would be pointless. Well, what's the biggest? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually start with what's your favorite meme? What do you think is the most powerful meme that you know of in the Bitcoin space?
The most powerful meme that I've ever seen is one that you made.
Really? What one?
It was.
I'm a bit of a meme crafter myself.
Guy Swann is actually a memer, and no one knows it. But it was in the Matrix. I love the Matrix, the normal meme.
Yeah.
Just like the regular one, Neo. You know, he says, what if I could, so you're saying I can sell my Bitcoin for millions one day, and then Morpheus tells them, I'm telling you that one day you won't need to. And you took that one and you put it into a video meme, and
I gave it its final form.
Absolutely destroyed. It was so good.
Hell yeah.
It was, and you broke it down. You broke down the fiat system. You broke down Bitcoin. Amazing meme.
I've actually got two other Matrix memes planned. I've got one of them half outlined. It's the scene where they're when he first enters the construct or whatever, and they're in the chairs with the TV, and Neo's getting the first explanation. It's so hard to line up what they're saying with dialogue that makes sense. But I'm getting there. I'm gonna have another one.
Yeah, that was.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, guy, you're a good memer.
Name drop. That's fucking. I love that.
Let's go.
I'm his most powerful meme.
He forgot he even made that meme. Let's be honest. He forgot he made it.
RD, what you got?
Well, for me, it's got to be the laser eyes. We were a part of that, obviously, and we were just trying to have fun. Bitcoin had just hit 50K. We wanted something fun to do for everyone to join in, and we never imagined it would turn out to be what it did. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy and powerful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think the essence of the laser eyes is the I don't give a fuck. It's the no, we are unapologetically Bitcoiners, and you can suck it. And then they insult you. It's they're crazy laser eyes. It's that's exactly right. We're crazy laser eyes, bitch. MTC.
I think my favorite would have to be, look at me, I'm the captain now. Because it represents for me the power, in that case, violently acquired, in the case of the pirates in Captain Phillips. But Bitcoin is a leveler without violence. It levels the playing field, and it gives us the opportunity to become the bank. We're the money now. I have my private keys now, not you. So that's probably my favorite. But I think the original Bitcoin memer was Satoshi himself. And his quote was kind of adopted into another meme called "Have fun staying poor." But "have fun staying poor" is a combination of number go up and if you don't get it, I don't have time to explain it to you, sorry.
That's a good one.
Right?
That's such a good
So
one.
Satoshi is the OG Bitcoin memer for me.
Sorry if you don't get it. I just don't have time to explain it to you. And in that is a nugget of and I don't care because it doesn't matter. We're going to win anyway. It just works the way it works. Right. I love that.
You'll come back to it at some point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Now, I'm curious, actually, was it just, you all had terrible childhoods and that made you good memers? What is it that made you want to embrace and become the meme?
I'll take a stab at this one. So I like memeing because I get to have fun with these guys. There's a lot of technical people on Bitcoin Twitter. When I came into Bitcoin and I didn't understand what they're saying, so I had to find
I got memes.
I had to find my place. I hung out with the Labras and I hung out with those type of people who understood the memes. And I felt like what we could do is, we're not super technical. Some of us understand, more than your average maybe Bitcoiner or your newer Bitcoiners. And so a lot of times what's fun is we can break down maybe things that are a little bit more complicated, things that people don't understand, and put it in a little picture, and boom, it can make sense just like that in one picture. And that's what we try to do, is make it fun, make it entertaining, and make it a little educational, or sometimes it's none. And sometimes it just falls flat.
Sometimes it's none of that.
Some
It's
is
not
none of-
funny.
yes.
It's not educational.
Yeah, sometimes it's just noise. So that's what we can do.
RD.
Well, I think you've got to be like a special kind of retard to make memes in the first place. So, for me, I was just consuming Bitcoin content in my sleep all the time.
Just listen to Bitcoin Audible. Just guys singing you
you
to
sent me
sleep.
to sleep
Guy Swann.
many nights.
Guy Swann rocked us to sleep.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do with this knowledge now? Like, and I wanted to just contribute something. I was like, well, I could make a meme. Maybe that could work. And I just started. And most of my memes, like all the GIFs I've made and stuff, are mostly because I would look for a GIF. I was like, well, I want like a Bitcoin GIF. It's kind of like that GIF. But it just didn't exist, so I just, fuck it, I'm going to make it myself. And that was how it all went for me. Yeah.
Dude, I tried to make, I've spent a lot of time. So I used to do film. And so I have a bit of a, kind of my main thing was editing. Like I loved putting the story together from the footage. So I have a bit of a VFX background as well. And I made some really, really good, worked really hard on it, GIFs for the Bitcoin and the, with Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff, and the laser eyes and all this stuff. And every time I search for them, all I find are yours. And it annoys the ever-loving shit out of me. MTC.
With the watermark.
With the watermark.
It's got to have a watermark.
So why do I do it?
Yes. Why do you do it? Bad childhood?
Yeah, it's the natural evolution for the class clown, right? I do it because we're in a war. And memes can be absolutely deadly without killing anybody. You can, in open networks, I guess, more so than with closed ones, but even now with Twitter and what Elon's done with it, we do have much more of an open town square than we had previously. And you can jump into the replies and dump on some of the most powerful institutions and people on the planet with a killer meme that sums up their diabolical actions or messages and sows seeds of doubt and truth in people's minds who otherwise wouldn't see it. So I'm in it to win it, you know?
Think about the Greenpeace, right? Greenpeace had that $5 million commission from XRP or whoever, right? And they do this, they just do this weird piece of art that looked really cool, actually. It made Bitcoin look cool. And so they thought that they were doing this smear campaign.
I got a sticker. I went and signed the petition so I could get a free sticker.
Exactly. I made the GIF with the laughing Leota with the head of that piece of art because it looked cool. And so that's how we do it as memers. They spend $5 million trying to smear Bitcoin, waste their money, waste their altcoins, and we just flip the script right on them, turn it upside down on their heads in 2 seconds. And there's thousands of us, and we can just do it all day long.
Thousands of us.
And there's a few of us that will make the memes, and then there's thousands of us that will drop those same memes over and over again. And what can they do? We have the truth on our side. We have history on our side. We're going to win, and we've been winning. And as we keep doing that and we're having fun with it, there's just nothing that they can do to stop us as much as they try. And it's desperate. That is desperate when you spend $5 million to smear Bitcoin, and we can destroy that in 2 seconds.
It's a judo move, right?
Yeah.
And I call...
It's a reframe. It's a reframe.
Yeah.
Own it. Just own it.
I don't know if...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we mine. And we look cool when we mine.
I mine and heat my house, and there's smoke billowing out of the ceiling every day.
We need to use more energy, not less, right? I call this the Keith Levine effect, and I call it that because I don't know if there is a general term for it, but Keith Levine was a Bitcoiner who died a couple of years ago. He was a member of The Clash, which was a punk rock band back in the 60s, 70s. And
Showing your age, man.
yeah, no, don't dox me. And punk, I think, was originally coined as a derogatory term, right? And the punk rockers basically embraced it and made it their own. And I think that's what we do as well. Anything you throw at us, we just flip it,
Absorb and throw it back.
reverse it.
Yeah, Maximalist, Bitcoin Maximalist was
That was a derogatory term.
Vitalik.
Yeah, Vitalik was trying to shit on Bitcoiners, and it was like, yeah, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. Hell yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm curious, actually, since we, can you guys bring up a YouTube video? All right, I'm gonna get Jamie back there to bring up. Search for just because we mentioned it. Search for exit fiat, enter Bitcoin. I guess Guy Swann probably, and see if you can find the video. We won't play it yet.
We're gonna plug it right here.
But we're gonna plug it. I think it would be a good thing to end on, though.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It would be a good thing. So just bring it up.
Best one
Oh
ever.
my! It's the second. Two ratings. 2 high, like 5-star ratings. Excellent.
Yeah, go tip Guy Swann some Bitcoin.
Tip me on Nostr. Zap me some sats. Oh man. One of the things about talking about posting on these politicians and giving people a different perspective is censorship works. It works. That's why they do it. If they can control what people see, they can control what you're exposed to, they can control what thoughts basically you're allowed to have. And the power of a meme is crazy in that you can just reframe what they say, or you can just put it in the position it's like, oh yeah, we're all just going to do what you say. That's great, and especially when it comes to politicians, it works so well because the people who gravitate towards politics are the kind of people that want people to like them. They go because they get the power from the social. They want to they have everybody say my name and clap when I say some shit. And so when that happens, one of the most I hate you with a passion things that you can do is ridicule them when they are stupid. When they say something ridiculous, you ridicule them because all they care about is that social feedback. It is like, oh my God, it's like a mosquito flying around in the room when you're trying to sleep at night. And you can see it. They get so mad. Elizabeth Warren wants to kill Bitcoin just because of all the memes that we've made of her. And
Christine Lagarde.
And so many people. In time, it will come.
In time.
It will come.
Good old snake face.
I am curious, since this is a training session and we're learning about memes, what are your tools? What are the tools in your toolbox for making memes? I mean, are you just are you hacking it together? Do you manually cut it out on a magazine and you paste it and you take a picture with your phone like you're 80 years old?
We use overhead projectors, actually,
Okay.
is how we do it.
I see. Layers. It's all about the layering.
Yeah.
No, seriously, what's a favorite meme tool?
Well, I'm the son of a tool maker. No. Well, yeah, just video editing memes, apps for the iPhone, and just.
You got an app that does the magic really well. What's your favorite?
Video Leap is the one that I use a lot for the GIFs, and then I've got other apps that just turn videos into GIFs and stuff. And sometimes one app makes it look better than others, so I just bash around with different ones and just, try and find the way to make the perfect shit post, basically.
Are GIFs really like your thing? Is that your raison d'etre of
I just love making GIFs, really,
Yeah.
because I just get a buzz from seeing other people use them.
Yeah.
So once I share them up there, and then I start seeing them out in the wild, and people just, posting "have fun staying poor" memes in politicians and bankers threads. Love it.
Yeah.
Love
Just
it.
know
Best-
that whenever
best
you share
feeling.
an RD meme, he gets horny.
Yeah. It's going to get reposted
Yeah.
for sure.
Sean, you got a tool set?
Yeah, I do. I like Mematic. It's an easy one. A light motion for videos. I use a couple other ones.
Motion.
It's called a light motion.
Oh, light motion.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
A couple other ones that I use, right? Sometimes you need to make a PNG of a head. I forget. There's one that I use to like
Gotta get that alpha channel, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I use one called Retouch that kind of erases things out of pictures if you need to. So there's just a lot of different tools you can use, and it's pretty easy to find them all. You might have to pay a little bit, but
Let's say you search in the app store, I'm making memes.
just DM us. We'll tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah, just DM
us.
Sean.
Yeah. What do you use?
MTC?
I keep it very simple, and I tend to use Microsoft PowerPoint, honestly, and
You use PowerPoint?
Yeah, it's like
To make memes?
yeah.
You a boomer?
I do, man. I'm a. Yeah.
I haven't seen a single PowerPoint presentation from you.
It's not a
Have you
PowerPoint
used
presentation.
He said 60s and 70s. Remember?
PowerPoint? Talking about bands from the 60s, and he uses PowerPoint to make memes.
I'm getting a lot of heat for
What
this.
is this?
Can some of you guys stick up for me? Yeah.
I think he might actually use an overhead projector too.
MTC's the one
A
with the
stone tablet.
transparencies.
I'm being
Got a whole
honest.
collection of
I'm
them,
not
little
gonna-
library.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I like the fact I do a lot of dumping on Bill Gates as well. So the fact that I'm using his tool to do
That's
that,
that is the Lord's work.
And there's a website I use called remove.bg, which isolates
That's a good one.
parts of the image for me to use. And I like I say earlier, look at me, I'm the captain now, and how we flip their memes against them, like the Great Reset. Look at me, I'm the Great Reset now, and instead of the hijacker, or the pirate, it's Bitcoin. So there can just be some very simple tools. You don't need to make it complicated. But who here makes memes? Hands up if you make memes.
Ooh,
Okay,
there we go.
great.
There are thousands of us.
You can't stop us. Can't
Cut
get us all.
cut off one head, 1,000 more will grow back.
The memes will only get better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, wasn't it?
looking
I mean,
forward to seeing.
don't they say it on Simply Bitcoin, right? Like we're in the war, and memes are artillery. So it's like it's a war, but it's not. I mean, there are kinetic wars going on, but this monetary war, this fiat war, this CBDC war that's going on right now. I mean, a lot of it is just it's in the mind, it's in your brain, and it's can you get the truth out before they start to bring in the propaganda and control what we think before we have free thought. And so that's part of it. A lot of times when you see a meme, it can break that thought that you have had that has been wrong or it's been incorrect. The other meme, right? You don't change Bitcoin, Bitcoin changes you. And so as Bitcoin starts to change you and you start to think differently and to think correctly, then seeing these memes, it'll keep educating you. And it doesn't have to be a meme, right? It can be words or an article, or even Bitcoin itself is a meme, right? If I say Bitcoin to you, it means a lot different than if I say it to a no-coiner or someone who's never experienced Bitcoin before. And so it's like if you know, you know, and if you don't know, it's hidden in plain sight. And that's what memes are. That's what Bitcoin is. It's something that's hidden in plain sight. It's accessible to anyone, but not everyone understands it because they haven't done the work yet.
Yeah. It's important to remember that we are in the information age, and that means that information is the battle.
Yeah.
That is where the war is fought. There's a reason we have a censorship industrial complex, because they know without it, if we have too much bandwidth, and that's one of the key things about memes, in my opinion, is the bandwidth of getting information out, of planting a seed in somebody else's mind in an incredibly small and consumable package. That's very hard to do. And believe it or not, as stupid as it all sounds, and joking aside, it's actually a very important art form to try to break down an idea, to reframe something from a position of power, from a position of confidence, and to basically accept and turn around the weapons, the insults, the name calling, and the attempts to control the narrative, to turn that around and use it against them. It is actually a very powerful thing, to the point that I read, I'm not even sure if you guys saw this, but there was literally like an FBI report about how much of a pain in the ass, like the fact that people just make a bunch of memes and that they can't do anything about it. And they literally had like legitimate, like, what is the meme strategy? And they were trying to like institutionalize anti-memery like into the thing. It's like, how do we make our post to be like, this is a stupid meme, nobody laughed at this, and literally trying to figure out how to react to it, because people like and engage with the meme, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, no, they're right, this narrative is dog shit,
It's like the $1 trillion propaganda machine taken down by a bunch of shit posters.
For free, when we're having fun. How do you fight that, right? All right, we're actually super low on time, but I want to say, were we able to bring up the video? Was that a no? No? No, we weren't? Okay. No. Okay.
Talk to me,
okay,
Goose.
I was just saying, it's like, no. All right. All right, well, we won't get a epic Matrix meme at the end. I'm very sorry. But you're going to have to go to YouTube and check it out now that we've got such raving reviews about the meme by, who did the meme?
The man who's read more about Bitcoin than anyone you know.
That is exactly right. That is exactly
That's
right.
Swann.
In fact, before, just for talking about tools, just because, and maybe this is probably like crazy overkill, but anybody who has any video skills, like making something that's like visually impressive, like I leave the simple, like the really good, like hard punching memes to the first class memers like we have here, the real legends. And
where?
I try to, it's important to figure out where you can add value to make entertainment or to add some new layer to it. Like, for a great example is a number of the memes that I have actually made are actually somebody else's meme. Like RD makes some stupid thing where he posts a picture of, I don't know if you did this, but I know I stole this from somebody else, of the free guy in the thing where he's like walking through the city or whatever and everything's blowing up, like the one where he's in the video game or whatever, and that's like normal life. And so like I took that and then just made the video and transposed with just like VFX tracking all sorts of stuff in the scene of like Biden going, and like just a whole bunch of stuff in the scene or whatnot. And so like try to find where you can be the one to add like a little touch of new to it. Like, and the Matrix meme is another great example, is that dates all the way back to like 2013 on the Bitcoin Talk forums. And it was literally just a response in the thing. And then somebody made it into the little two frame image. And I was like, this needs to be a video. This needs the real punch. And we need the whole 3-minute segment to make this meme its full thing. So find that little thing that you can add, and you don't even have to be like original. You can just turn something else that was great into something greater. So it's important to remember that you don't have to be the best memer in the world. You can just use a tool that you're good at to make it just a little bit better.
Don't ask for permission, just grab it and run with it.
Yeah, just take it. Take it. Nobody owns anything. There's a really great AI tool so that you can take his watermarks off of his GIFs, and then you can use them and add something else and not give him any credit at all.
Edit that? Can we edit that out? Edit that part out?
All right, guys. You want to do any last words? We got like 1 minute.
just to say, look at you. You are the memers now, right?
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I would say, like I've said before, right? Do a meme. If you don't think you can do it, try it out. See if it's fun, post it, and see if anyone responds to it. I said that 2 years ago, I think, in Bitcoin Miami, and one of our fellow memer friends was watching, named Rope, and now he's one of the best memers that's out there.
Oh, top class.
Never made a
top
meme.
Class. Top gun.
Top class. So who knows? I would just say, if you haven't made one, you want to try it. You think it's stupid. You think it's funny. Try it out and see what happens, and then you'll see that spark that happens, and you can start spreading some truth. You never know who might see that meme and might start learning some more about Bitcoin or learn about truth.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so very much.
Thank you for having us.
This was your training
Thanks,
session
everybody.
in memetics.